My dear students of class 10th, now in this video you will be able to learn the physiology of respiration. That is an important part of life process which you are studying continuously. So this video will show you about the physiology of respiration. Physiology means किस तरीके से respiration की प्रक्रिया काम करती है. So it is called physiology of respiration. Structure में क्या होता है? What happen in structure? Whenever you are studying the structure of respiratory system, that will be called anatomy and anatomy of respiratory system. So you have studied the anatomy of the respiratory system, and now come to the point, that is physiology of respiration in human. Now let us see that, as you know, the oxygen get diffused in the lung alveoli, and this oxygen is going to the cells of the different parts of the body with blood. The blood capillary is supplied inside the alveoli, which absorb this oxygen, and this oxygen get combined with the hemoglobin and form oxyhemoglobin, that is HBO, oxyhemoglobin. And as a compound of oxyhemoglobin, it reaches to each and every cells. And in that cells, this oxygen get liberated, and hemoglobin further it will be free in that cell. Further, this hemoglobin combine carbon dioxide from the cells and carry to the lungs with the blood, and the compound of the combination of carbon dioxide and hemoglobin is called carbaminohemoglobin. So you have to remember the names oxyhemoglobin and carbaminohemoglobin. Carbaminohemoglobin means the combination of carbon dioxide and hemoglobin that is coming from the different parts of the body cells, and it get liberated into the lungs. And from lungs, this oxygen is coming to the different cells of the body as HBO. So this hemoglobin play important role in the transportation of gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide. So this is the first part of the physiology, that how oxygen and carbon dioxide get transported in the body, human body. Now come to the second part of this physiology of respiration, that is cellular respiration. Cellular respiration, it means all the metabolic processes related to the respiration inside the cells is called cellular respiration. The metabolic processes means anabolic and catabolic processes in the cells. As you know, cells perform a lot number of functions related to the metabolism, metabolic reactions, chemical reactions inside the cells, and that is called cellular respiration. So respiration, this is the last part that happen inside the cells, by which human will be able to get the energy. So the cellular respiration, further it is of different types. In aerobic respiration and in anaerobic respirations. So the first part that you will study, that this is glycolysis. Glycolysis is the breakdown of this glucose molecule. From where this glucose molecule comes? These glucose molecules come into the cells via blood. As you know, as you have studied, the villi get absorbed all the carbohydrate all the glucose, all types of the carbohydrate from the small intestine, and it get dissolved in the blood capillaries, and further it get transported to the different cells of the different parts of the body. So along with the oxygen, at the same time this glucose is coming inside the cell, and in the cell there is cytoplasm. So in the cytoplasm there is a chemical reaction that is called glycolysis. So in the cytoplasm it get break down. This glucose molecule get break down into 2-3 parts, and each part is called pyruvate. This is pyruvate. So pyruvate is C3H4O3. This is pyruvate, and it form as a result of the breakdown of the glucose molecule in the process of glycolysis, which happen into the cytoplasm inside the cell. So this is the first part of the cellular respiration, that is glycolysis. Now come to this part, second part, that is oxidation. And oxidation takes place in aerobic respirations only. This oxidation takes place in aerobic respirations only because it requires oxygen. It requires oxygen. So now you see this, the units of this molecule glucose, that is the pyruvate. This pyruvate get oxidized in the presence of oxygen in mitochondria, not in cytoplasm. So where does oxidation takes place? Oxidation takes place in mitochondria. This is the mitochondria where oxygen is available, and that oxygen oxidize this pyruvate molecule C3H4O3, and further this pyruvate molecule liberate 38 ATP of energy in the aerobic respiration in human, and byproducts are formed like carbon dioxide and water. So this is the breakdown of this glucose molecule, and these two processes, glycolysis and oxidation, these two processes are called Krebs cycle. Krebs cycle in detail. So in higher class, when you will go in the higher class, you will study detail about the Krebs cycle, which is the part of the cellular respiration. So in this slide, you have to remember this chemical breakdown, that is the breakdown of the glucose in cytoplasm, which results the formation of pyruvate molecule takes place, and that is C3H4O3, and further this C3H4O3 get oxidized in oxidation process in mitochondria, which results formation of CO2, H2O. CO2 means carbon dioxide. It is producing in the cells. So this carbon dioxide further it has to be transported from cells to the lungs. So this is because this is the toxic gas, and it combined with the hemoglobin and it reaches to the lungs, and it has to be thrown out from the human body. And water that is absorbed in the body for the further medium. And main important point of this cellular respiration in Krebs cycle is the liberation of 38 ATP of energy. Now come to the next slide, that you will see that you will see this next slide, and that slide is the lactate fermentation. This is the third part, that is lactate fermentation. lactate fermentation. This is the third part, glycolysis, oxidation, and this is the third part, lactate fermentation, which happen in human body. Actually, it happen in the muscular cells. In muscular cells, as you know, the muscles are for the purpose of the mechanical work. So whenever you are running, you are throwing anything, you are exhausting yourself, and you need more and more energy, and during any fast work, any running, you feel that you are taking more and more oxygen inside your body for the releasing of more and more amount of energy. But in that conditions, when the muscles are working, if muscles are not able to get the sufficient amount of oxygen, then what happen? This C3H4O3, it get fermentized. And formation of lactic acid will be there. Formation of lactic acid will be there, and plus this carbon dioxide will be produced. There will be no water, and 2 ATP of energy will be liberated. So why it is called lactate fermentation? Because you are looking here that there is no oxygen. Oxygen की supply कम हो जाती है. If there will be no oxygen, then the muscle cells, especially striated muscle cells, which are binucleate, which are multinucleate for this purpose, and that muscles require more and more energy. So to cope up that thing, this molecule of the pyruvate, this is the pyruvate which reached in the cells, in the muscle cells, and in the absence of oxygen, this pyruvate get converted into the lactic acid, and carbon dioxide and 2 ATP energy will be released for immediate relief of that muscular cells. In this condition, the muscular cramps will be there. Muscular cramps means twisting of the muscles, pain in the muscles, and you feel about the pain and muscular inflammation in your muscles. That is due to the high energetic work by the muscles in the absence of oxygen, which results formation of this lactic acid. This is called lactate fermentation. So these three processes are in the process of respiration, in the process of physiology of respirations in human body takes place, and these processes are glycolysis that happen into the cytoplasm, what we have seen earlier, then oxidation of food in the other cells for the liberation of energy more and more, and third is lactate fermentation that happen into the muscular cells in absence of oxygen, where the breakdown of this pyruvate molecule, which result formation of this lactic acid, CO2 and 2 ATP energy is liberated. Now in the next video you will see about the remaining part of the physiology of this respiration as well as the question answers also. Thank you very much.